welcome back to my channel. So today I have another book haul. I know, another one. I just filmed one not that long ago, but I've been, listen, life has been stressful. I had a nervous breakdown and I bought a bunch of books, okay? Sue me. So I got some books from Book Outlet, from Pango, a couple that were sent to me, and I always love filming these to like express gratitude and say thank you. And then I got a couple from Amazon. So there's a mixture of literary fiction, of extreme horror, like that's pretty much it. I don't know, some random books. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. If you like horror, extreme horror, lit fic, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. And let's jump into Book Outlet first. So Book Outlet has been wonderful for me lately because first of all, they sell cheap used books. They're always in good condition, and I've been reading so much literary fiction lately, so now, like, they have such a huge selection of literary fiction usually, so I was able to find some books that I had my eye on for like $5. So, the first one being a physical copy of Animal by Lisa Taddeo. I already read this one. I absolutely loved it. I think I gave it 4 stars originally when I read it. I went back and gave it a 5. I can't stop thinking about this book. It's about this woman who is having an affair with this man who unalives himself when he sees her at a restaurant with another man, and she moves out to California to try to like meet up with her estranged half-sister, I think, and kind of start a new life out there. And it's just about men and how women are treated and this whole like predator versus prey subject matter, and it is just sad. You really dive into her mind and her thoughts and why she's unhinged. It's an unhinged woman book, and like all of the horrible shitty things that have happened to her. And I love this main character. I love this book. I love this book so much. I want to reread it. So I bought a physical copy. I'm sorry if the lighting is in and out. It's just like a cloudy day, so the sun comes in and then comes out, and I don't know, things might look weird. But I got 2 Oteza Moshfegs. I read Eileen, I liked it. I'm about to start my year of rest and relaxation at the time of filming this, and then I found these 2. A couple people recommended this one to me. It's Lap Nova. I actually have 0 clue what this is about, other than it's about like a village. I don't know. People told me that it's about nothing, and I'll probably love it. So do with that information what you will. But then I also got Death in Her Hands. No, this is about like an elderly widow who finds some kind of like ominous note. My good friend said that this is her absolute favorite of her books, so I can't wait to check those out. Snow, you need to relax. My dog is currently freaking out. I'm sorry. Then I got this book, The Death of Vivek Oji. Oh my god, I'm like just so horrible with pronouncing anything at all. I don't know what this is about a woman in a Nigerian town opens the door to discover her son's body wrapped in fabric. What follows is a heart-wrenching story of one family's struggle to understand a child whose spirit is both gentle and mysterious. I don't know. 2 of my friends were talking about how this is like a masterpiece, and then I was like, maybe I need to read this also. I'm just very easily persuaded by other people. Easily influenced. Then I picked up Night Shift. This is another literary fiction. I love the cover of this one. I love hot pink. But this is about a 23-year-old, oh, her name's Meggie. Oh, I love that. That's like what I was called when I was a child. No shade. That sounded so rude. She meets her new coworker. She recognizes in her person. Is English. Oh, she recognizes in her the person she would like to be. She becomes like obsessed with this other woman that she works with. Kind of sounds like Eileen, right? It says like she stays up and goes on these increasingly wild adventures with this new coworker. The closer she gets to her, the more she seems to push her away. She doesn't even know if that's her friend at all. It's just like this pursuit of obsession, which is a trope that I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with obsession, so. And then I picked up a copy of Penance by Eliza Clark. I absolutely loved Boy Parts, so I've been looking forward to reading this one. Apparently this is different. It's a lot different from Boy Parts in that this one like actually has a plot. So it's kind of like a crime, like a murder plot to it. I don't know. Yeah, so the 16-year-old girl is set on fire by 3 other schoolgirls. So now we're like, it's a decade later and we are getting, is this like mixed media? It says interviews. Maybe not. No, I don't know. Yeah, a little bit. So we're getting some like interviews and it's like a crime novel, but my friend absolutely loves this one and I trust her recommendations. All of these were influenced by my friends apparently. Then I found a copy, this is my last one from Book Outlet. I found a copy of Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. This is the author of Good Material, which I absolutely loved. So I've been wanting to read this one. This is another like, it's like romantic comedy but literary fiction. I would never in a million years read a romance book, you guys know that. But this is about this woman who is like single in her own apartment. She like downloads this dating app, she meets this guy, he ghosts her. It says she's now forced to deal with everything that she's been avoiding, like her father's Alzheimer's is getting worse, her mother's denial of it, like just a lot of issues going on in her personal life. So it's more like a literary fiction style of book, but I really like her writing, so I can't wait to check that one out. And then I did get a couple of books from Pango because I had some cash on there. I got this copy of Idle Burning. This was recommended by my friend Chris. Again, another friend recommendation. Things are falling. So this one is about someone who is obsessed with a musician. It has a lot of commentary about like social media and celebrities and the psychology of like why people are obsessed with celebrities, stan culture. I don't know, the way that he described it to me, it sounded really up my alley, so I can't wait to see what this one's all about. I was like, maybe this is me with Pete Davidson. Maybe this will give me some insight as to why I'm in love with him. And then, oh, speaking of Chris, he sent me 3 books. I bought him some Chandler Morrison books, and then he bought me some books off my Amazon wish list. I just love him so much. Thank you so much, Chris. I know you're watching this, so thank you so much. The first one is Earthlings. This one is an unhinged woman book. I think everyone has read this but me. You know, it's about this child who like feels like her family kind of alienated her and ignores her, and like she doesn't have any friends. She's kind of an outcast, and I don't know. I actually have no idea what this is about, but based on what others have said about it, I feel like I'm gonna love it. And then he got me a copy of Exalted. This was a recommendation by Jan here on YouTube. She told me that this is an unhinged woman book. I have been just looking for all the unhinged woman book recommendations that I could possibly find. But this one is about this girl who runs like a successful astrology page, like social media page, and she is doing I think she's doing like a chart reading, and she becomes obsessed with this man based on his birth chart. Kind of sounds like me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Last but not least, Chris added this one into the order. He recommended Ghost Music to me. I don't really know what this is about. It's like a chill, like light magical realism book about mushrooms. I don't know. She plays piano. I don't know. She's like lonely, plays piano, and parcels of mushrooms arrive every week in the mail without explanation, and then this strange letter arrives. I don't know. I'm gonna find out what this one's all about, but he recommended this one to me and I trust him, so we'll see. Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. Love you. And then back into my Pango books, I got The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. This is a memoir about grief. I'm sad. This is apparently sad. So I've been wanting to read more from her since I read Play It As It Lays. So I got this one. And then I also picked up The Bell Jar. I've been wanting to read this for years and I never read it. I don't know. Am I gonna love this or am I gonna hate this? I might. It depends. Another like sad, horrible, unhinged book. I don't know. Invisible Monsters by Chuck Palahniuk. I've been wanting to read more from him. Someone recommended this one to me. I think I've only read like 2 books by him before, but I've been wanting to read more. And then I tried to read his new one and it like wasn't very good, so I DNF'd it. But this one sounds more up my alley. So it says that this woman's like a fashion model and she gets into a freeway accident and it leaves her disfigured, and now she is no longer the beautiful center of attention that she's like used to being, and it says that she is basically an invisible monster and no one will acknowledge that she exists. I don't know. She's trying to like reinvent herself. I don't know. It sounds pretty good. That one and Haunted, I think I've been wanting to read. This one kind of sounds similar to that book. It's Aesthetica. This one was another friend recommendation, but this one is about like body dysmorphia. So it's about this 19-year-old Instagram celebrity. She's now 35. She works at a cosmetic counter to undergo a high-risk elective surgery called Aesthetica, a procedure that will reverse all her past plastic surgery procedures, returning her to a truer self, provided she survives the knife. But on the eve of surgery, her traumatic past resurfaces. And you know, whatever, we'll see. It's kind of like a book about, it says a book about feminism, the Me Too movement, mother-daughter relationships, our addiction to followers, filters, and faux realities. This sounds right up my alley. It has bad reviews. She told me don't listen to the bad reviews. She thinks I'm gonna like this one, and our tastes usually line up. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. It seems like something I would be into. And then my last one, I have 2 more from Pango. The Body Keeps the Score. This is nonfiction. I've been wanting to read this for years now. It's about how our body and mind hold on to past trauma and like PTSD, trauma, emotional trauma, stress, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, and how our body manifests it as physical pain. As someone who suffers with constant chronic pain and issues, I feel like this would be a very, very beneficial read for me. Then my last one from Pango is A Certain Hunger by Chelsea G. Summers. I feel like I'm the last person on earth to read this. Did I just speak English? I'm the last person on earth to read this book, but it's about this woman's a cannibal. I don't know, she's like a psychopath chef, unhinged woman. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this one when everyone else was reading it because I never really read books like this before, but now that I'm in my like lit fic unhinged girly era, I need to read this one, right? Like it's like the, you know, it's like the center of the unhinged girly universe. So I got that one. And then from Amazon, I had to pick up this used book. I couldn't find this anywhere because it's out of print, but it's called Westlake Soul. It's about a guy he was in a surf accident and he's now in a vegetative state, and he is fighting this like villain in his mind who is like Mr. Death or something. He's an embodiment of death itself, Dr. whatever. And he can feel it becoming closer, and it's almost like a superhero book, but he's in a vegetative state and he can only communicate with a dog. Listen, my mind, did anything I say just made sense? Am I making sense right now? Am I speaking English? I'm losing my mind. It's been a long day. Okay, so this book, it's kind of giving like sad, grieving, but also has like this superhero element where he has to like use his super brain to fight off this villain of death or something. I don't know, but someone told me that she was crying reading this book. So that's all I need to know. All I need to know is it going to make me cry, yes or no? And then I will buy it if it's a yes. So that's that. Next, I have 2 books that were sent to me. Judith Sonnet sent me a copy of her book, No One Rides for Free, Absolute Chaos, that was written with Otis Bateman. Extreme horror, splatterpunk. I plan on reading this for a video. I'm gonna do non-spoilers and spoilers. It's not a sequel to No One Rides for Free. It's just like another book in that universe. So like you don't have to read one and then the other one. So I can't wait to read this. Thank you so much. And Gavin Dillinger sent me his book, An Exploration of Existential Indifference in a Void of Confidence, or Good Boy, a Novel. This is a horror comedy about a man who like buys a house from online without knowing anything about it, and then realizes that there's a portal to hell in the middle of like the bedroom or something. I don't know, but this sounds wild. It's horror comedy. I'm interested in checking this one out, so thank you so much. And then I was sent an ARC of the new Robin Harding book, which is a thriller, The Haters. I'm on an ARC list for Grand Central Publishing. I only accept them if I know for sure that I'm gonna read them. I haven't read thrillers in a while, but I'm interested in this one. It's about this author who keeps receiving like these mysterious, disturbing messages from like an unknown person, and then her one book got like a really bad 1-star review, and now it's getting like tons of 1-star reviews. She doesn't understand what's going on. She starts getting harassed more and more. Kind of sounds similar to like, what the hell is that Taylor Adams book that I hated? You know, the one with the 1-star review. I hated that book. It's like a mixture of that, but like, and then like Shared by Two by John Athan, but like not extreme horror, but thriller version. Nothing I said made any sense just now, but this sounds like a good one, and I'm intrigued by this. So we'll see. I'm planning on doing a new thriller vlog. And speaking of the new thriller vlog, from Amazon, I picked up a copy of Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. Yes, full disclosure, I bought it because of the cover. I'm not ashamed. I don't really know. This one is about these 3 siblings. They're like estranged, and then they come together and they find these VHS tapes from the 90s, and they're like, let's watch our home videos. And they realize that there's a video of their father's dead body and them like making a pact with their mother to keep it a secret and like get rid of the body or something. So they're trying to uncover what happened when they were kids. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I'm gonna read this one for a vlog because why not? And then I just have a couple more here that are also from Amazon. I got a copy of Dead Inside by Chandler Morrison. I know what you're thinking, like, Meg, I thought you didn't like that book. Yes and no. So I read this book a very long time ago, years ago. When I first like started this channel, I never really read extreme horror splatterpunk before. I didn't understand that it was satire. I was just kind of like, what the hell is this? Because I've never read a book like this before ever. So I gave it 1 star, hated it, ranted about it. And looking back, I'm like, wait, I don't think that I would hate this book if I read it now. I've changed so much throughout the years, and I think if you've been here since the beginning, you can definitely see that. And like, my reading tastes are constantly evolving and changing. And I feel like this is one that I really wanted to reread because I don't think I would hate this if I read it now. But then someone also asked me if I could do a spoiler video. So I do plan on giving this a reread and then spoiling it for anyone that is curious but doesn't want to read it. Then, I also got 2 books from Dennis Cooper. The first one is The Sluts. It didn't come yet, but I did order this one from Pango as well. I don't know, it's about like male escorts. I honestly don't know what this is about, but multiple people have recommended this to me in the past and said that it was disturbing, and like, I don't know, a bunch of people have been recommending this one to me. And then also when I asked you guys for some recommendations, I think I might have asked on Instagram for like disturbing or unhinged books. Someone also said Closer by Dennis Cooper. Is this a series? I have no idea. This might be like the first book. I don't know, but everyone in the world has been recommending Dennis Cooper to me lately, so I had to do it. I bought 2. Oh, my camera just died. I think this guy's a serial killer. Am I making things up? George Miles becomes the object of his friends' passions, and one after another they ransack him for love or anything else they can trust. In the mindlessness of middle America, what they find assaults the senses as it engages the mind. In a novel that explores the limits of experience and the horror in the world around us. What does that mean? I don't know, but someone told me that it's an unhinged book. So then we're getting down there. I picked up a copy of Ein Hollow by Tim McGregor. This is like a Frankenstein retelling. So this is set in 1797. And it's about this woman that's married with 4 children. She struggles to provide for her family while her husband grows increasingly distant. When a stranger comes to the cottage, her and the islanders are abuzz with curiosity. Who is this wealthy foreigner and why would he come to Ein Hollow? His name is Frankenstein. He's come to the remote island to fulfill a monstrous obligation, and she like befriends him and falls in love with him, maybe. I don't know. We'll see, but I've been hearing like glowing reviews about this. Then I picked up Post Traumatic by Chantal Johnson. So this is a lit fic book about CPTSD. It's about this woman who's a lawyer. She advocates for her mentally ill patients at a psych hospital. She contends with the memories and the after effects of her bad childhood, living in a constant state of hypervigilant awareness that makes even a simple subway ride a heart-pounding drama. Literally sounds like me and my fucking life. I'm not even kidding. Drop everything. I'm reading this book right now. She's been self-medicating with dating, dieting, dark humor, smoking weed with her best friend Jane, but after a family reunion prompts her to take a bold step, she finds herself alone in new and terrifying ways without even Jane to confide in, and she starts to unravel. Will she find a way to repair what matters most to her? This sounds amazing, about trauma, PTSD, like, I need to read this immediately. Like, I don't know why. I already feel like I'm gonna absolutely love this book. And then I picked up another Bret Easton Ellis, Lunar Park. This is a mock memoir, I think. So yeah, Bret is the narrator. It's just like a mock memoir about him finding himself adrift in a world of wealth, drugs, and fame, dealing with the unexpected death of his abusive father. I think the part about his father is the only thing that's like true in this book. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to spread any rumors about anyone, but I think so. But yeah, I love Bret Easton Ellis. I can't wait to read more from him, so I decided to pick this one up. And then last but not least, I have volume 6 of Killing Stalking and volume 5 I already put away. But both of these came. Is this finally the end? I've been like waiting because I'm like, when is this going to end? Because I've been reading these like throughout as they come out and I don't remember anything that happened. But we're following our main character who was obsessed with this guy, went to his house and was stalking him, but then like the guy's a psycho and kept him locked up in his house, and it's like this romantic obsession, abusive relationship going on. I have volume 5 to read and this one, so can someone please let me know if this is the last volume in the United States or if there's more coming out, because I've been wanting to like finish this up and it's like never ending, so let me know. Okay, so I am not turning my camera back on, but I did stop at Barnes & Noble's today because I had a gift card, and these were the 3 books that I picked up. I was like, excuse me, where's your like section about hot girls who are sad? I can't stand sorting through the fiction section of Barnes & Noble, but anyways, this is what I came up with. Not quite sad girl, but I don't know, I'm trying my best. I got Normal People by Sally Rooney. I know what you're thinking, Meg, don't you hate Sally Rooney? Yes, she did a very terrible job at endometriosis representation in the book Conversations with Friends, but I hear a lot of things about this one. I think this is a sad girl book. I have no idea. So I'm going to give her a second chance. I got The Idiot. This isn't like sad, but I've been hearing a lot of things about it. I don't know. It's about this like immigrant girl who comes and goes to college and is having a hard time, like, because she's never heard of most of the subjects in school, and then she like befriends this guy, starts coming to grips with the confusion of first love and the growing consciousness that she's doomed to become a writer. I have no idea, no clue. Hear great things about it though. And then I got this book, Breasts and Eggs, and hello. My friends are buddy reading this and I felt left out. But I've also heard really great things about this one as well. I don't know. It's about a woman just like navigating life in Tokyo, struggling with her identity as she confronts anxiety about growing old, alone, and childless. I don't know. Sounds like it could be emotional. Let me know if you've read any of these, how you felt. That's officially it for now. I have a problem. I can't stop buying sad girl books. If you have any, let me know in the comments down below. That is my book haul. That was my nervous breakdown. Thank you for coming. If you read any of these and love them, let me know in the comments down below. If not, I will see you in my next video. I love you. Bye.